I've been reading your book.
Okay.
And raised in my mind just a few questions for you. You say that, you know, to gain enlightenment, you have to, you know, more or less, you know, be what you are. It's no good being in a temple in the bottom and things like that. And then I started thinking a little bit more, you know. Maybe I might be wrong, I might not be, I don't know, because I don't know, that's why I'm asking you a question. Maybe I'll never ever in this life become enlightened, and maybe I won't become enlightened because of my karma from my last life, you see. Now, such as yourself, if you've brought all this good karma and you've got where we are, obviously, you know, you're gonna well, you're enlightened now, aren't you, I suppose, you see. But I don't think in this life I never will be, you know. Now, so all I can do is carry on practicing doing meditation and doing good and keeping my precepts and everything. So I just thought, what do you think? Do you think I'm right or am I wrong?
Well, there are other people who can become enlightened in this life.
Yeah, but has it come from the karma to be able to do so? Has it come from the karma from the previous lives?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. No.
You can create the karma in this lifetime,
yeah,
and become enlightened.
It's very difficult, you see, because, like, you know, if somebody's at this stage where I am now, you know, if somebody said you've got to give your money away.
What you need is motivation. See?
Motivation, yeah.
If you have motivation, then you can move mountains.
That's right, yeah, obviously.
If you don't have motivation, then you won't be able to do anything.
Yeah.
So you have to somehow develop this motivation.
That's right, yeah.
And only one way to do it is to study the teaching of the Buddha.
That's it, yeah. Well, which I do anyway.
Keep studying, especially from those who are enlightened. Because
well, yeah, you know, I do. I try my best, you know, but it was just that question: is it from my past lives that's got me into, you know, this situation?
No, you just got this. You just somehow have to see that by following the Buddha's teaching will bring enlightenment to you. Somehow, if you cannot see that point, then you will still be doubtful. You will underestimate your ability.
Yeah, I'm not doubtful. In a way, I were doubtful, you know, but I thought the only way I can really get that answer is off somebody like you, you know.
Yes.
Now I can go on again and I won't be doubt. I will not doubt again. You see.
What is it that I have that you don't have? We have the same thing.
It's nothing. Well, it's the mind, isn't it? It's not. Me and you we have the same, you see. But it's that mind and
what you lack is, I can tell you what you lack. It's the perception of impermanence.
Right.
If you can somehow create this perception of impermanence in your heart, in your mind, then this will be the one that will drive you to move forward. If you see that eventually you're gonna lose everything.
Oh yeah, well I know that. Anyway.
Then what's the point of sticking with these things for?
Yeah.
The Buddha saw himself that eventually he's gonna get old, he's gonna get sick, and he's gonna die. So he said, man, right now I'm not old yet. I might as well do something if I can. You're not old.
I'm older than you.
As long as you can still breathe, you can still walk.
That's it, yeah.
You don't need anything. You don't need strength to meditate.
No.
You just sit down, and you need the strength to stop your body from movement, from doing things. You don't need the strength to drive your body to move around.
No, that's right.
So no matter how old you are, you can meditate.
Well,
you can become enlightened. It's just that you are so used to your habits of doing other things, and for you to find it, to giving those habits are difficult. That's all.
The meditations, it's no problem at all, is it? Well, to me it isn't.
But the
it was just that I won't say I'm not wasting. Wasting my time would be the wrong word, you know, definitely the wrong word. But I just thought to myself, have you got to live these previous lives to get here to become enlightened?
See,
not, but like you just explained.
You should sit down and weigh your options, weigh your actions. Doing this is what I get. Doing this is what I get. Which is better, meditating or taking photograph or pictures or going to movies?
Oh, meditation, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then if you know that, then give up those things and do meditation. See,
that's
It's
right.
it's a matter of simple logic. Knowing what you do give you what, you then determine what you should be doing. See, you say working, getting money, and you have money to buy things. But what happens when you get all these things?
Well,
are you any happier,
no.
or are you while you meditate, you are more happier, you are more peaceful? Why don't you spend more time doing this?
That's right. Yeah,
so it's a matter of prioritize your action.
ท่านคะท่านเข้าไปบอกเขาบอกว่าทำไมไม่เอาไร่หรือเอาเงินยกให้คนอื่นให้หมดเลย
ต้องทำตัวอย่างก่อนสิไปบอกคนอื่นเขาทำไมตัวเองไม่ทำแล้วไปบอกคนอื่นมันไม่เกิดประโยชน์อะไร
เขาไปสอนเขานะแต่มันผิดนะคะ
ก็ผิดนะสิแม่ปูสอนลูกปูไงสอนให้ลูกปูเดินตรงๆแต่ตัวแม่ก็เดินเฉยไปเฉยมาลูกมันก็เดินตามแม่อยู่ดี
Like you learn next door want to give the land give the money away but I think let it you have to you do your own first before you teach somebody else
I'm not interested in anybody else.
No, but I think they know about it, but learn them, but they don't understand.
They what?
Learn next door. They don't understand.
But you got to learn yourself first.
Okay, do I answer your question?
That's it. Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll read a bit more.
Anything more?
แล้วคนยุโรปทำไมเขาชอบดุเขาอย่างนี้ไม่ถูกต้องในศาสนา
เหมือนกันนั่นแหละทุกชาติทุกภาษาชอบดุคนอื่นไม่ชอบดุตัวเองนั่นแหละ
ชอบคำหยาบอะไรเงี้ยได้ใช่ไหมเขาบอกไม่เป็นไร
เขาไม่รู้ไงว่าการที่จะพัฒนาจิตใจสูงต่ำนี่อยู่ที่อะไรเป็นตัววัด
Never talk behind people. You know, when the deep Buddhist, we can't talk behind or shouting anything. I mean all the European.
Not European. All human beings are like the same.
Everybody's human nature.
They like to criticize other people, but they don't like to criticize themselves. If we all criticize ourselves, we would all be better off.
Okay, then
Okay.
Looking from a Farang's point of view, from a Farang's point of view, Thai people are so lucky, so lucky. You only need to look at Pattaya itself. In Pattaya, there's more temples in Pattaya and more places to go for advice. Right? You know, there is in all of England, and that's just in Pattaya. I think in England there may be 10 or 15 temples, you know, and that's all of England. In Pattaya, I don't know how many, but it's certainly more than 10. And so Thai people are very, very lucky. A lot of Thai people, they don't realise it, and they don't come to the temples. They don't, you know. And to me, they're missing a really, really, really good opportunity. You see, it's an opportunity in this life that they've got, and they throw it away. You see, and over there in Europe, they're wandering around and they haven't a clue what they're doing half the time. That, you know, you know, that's why you get a lot of Europeans. You know, they get very angry and drinking and smoking, and they don't think right. Their minds are all over the place. Yet here, especially, I don't know about all Thailand, all I can say about, you know, is here in Pattaya. There's a lot of Thai people, and God Almighty, they're really, really, really not nice people at all. You see, where they have the opportunity, where they could be, and they just throw it away.
คนไทยไม่ค่อยใจเย็นนะฮะบางทีไม่เข้าศาสนา
คือพูดอย่างนั้นไม่ได้หรอกมันคนทุกชาติทุกภาษามันมีปนกันไปหมด
So everyone at the world same but mix.
มีทั้งดีทั้งชั่วทุกแห่งทุกคนไปอยู่ที่ไหนอยู่บนเครื่องก็เจอไม่ใช่เหรอนานาชาติ People are all the same. There's some mixture of good and bad in every races, every nationality.
Everywhere, yeah.
So the Buddha said just avoid the bad people and try to associate with just the good people.